Ladies and gentlemen, damas y caballeros, mesdames y messieurs, it is with great pleasure that we present to you the third Fossil of the Day award here in beautiful Lima, Peru. And this is a very exciting one because we have our podium now. Thank you. And as many of you know, the Fossil of the Day award is given daily at the COPs by Cannes International to reward the country that has done the most to be the worst, that has tried the hardest to be the baddest, and gone the fastest at slowing things down. And as many of you know, we begin each day with the traditional Fossil of the Day song. So I would like to invite all of you to join me in this song, and the lyrics are written right there, so there's really no excuse not to sing. Maestro, if you please.
Fossil of the day, fossil of the day, who is bad, who is worse? Fossil of the day, fossil of the day, all the blame, all the shame, fossil of the day.
And so to begin this fossil, to begin today's fossil, we're gonna slow things down and step back. I know for many of you this is the first COP, and things can get really confusing. Like, WTF is ADP IDK. So, to help navigate us through this, we have a special guest, Victor, who will be teaching us a little bit about UN counting mechanisms, specifically around CDM, contando dedos de manos. Victor, if you please. Big round of applause for Victor. Victor, would you like to please show us something about the CDM counting?
Yeah. So it's easy. I will show you 10 fingers. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
But Victor, it seems like there's actually only 5 fingers there.
No.
But I get.
It's 10. CDM. Contando dedos de manos.
Okay, whatever you say, Victor. But this does bring us to today's first Fossil of the Day award. Ladies and gentlemen, today's first Fossil of the award is awarded to Brazil. And why? Today's first fossil is given because Brazil stated in the Framework for Various Approaches Contact Group that there is no double counting in the CDM. As numerous scientists have documented, double counting of emissions is a serious problem with the Clean Development Mechanism. New robust accounting rules that stamp out such practices are seriously needed to ensure the integrity of our efforts to combat climate change. This statement undermines climate action and earns Brazil a second place fossil. Right this way. And as long as you're double counting, we're going to give you 2 of these. And just a second. I'm going to pin this on here. Okay, thank you. So everybody now is a little bit clearer on CDM counting, correct? Fantastic. I can do it again if we need it done twice. Great, and this brings us forward to today's #1 fossil winner. But again, some of these things are pretty complicated, and this one has to do a lot with commitments. So I want to tell a personal story about my first big commitment. which is when I decided to buy my first car. It was a shiny red car, a Volkswagen. I'll remember it always. Quite an emitter, but, you know. But, and here, I'd like to invite the fossil winning delegation to come out and try out a car with us. So, welcome. If you want to try out this car, we're selling it today. I'm rather new in this whole emissions productions thing. I know you have a lot of experience with it, but I thought maybe you could try out the car, and then if you like it, we can talk about commitment and what that might actually mean.
Okay.
Cool, great. Well, have a seat. Okay, and so, as many of you know, here we are in Lima. So, let's just go for a spin around the block. Me, 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 me. Me, 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 me. Me, me.
Okay.
Me, 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 me. Okay, here we are. We've successfully gone around the block. It took a little longer than expected, I'm sorry. But, so what did you all think of the car?
Yeah, I mean, I think that we're ready to financially commit to this.
Oh, fantastic. A financial commitment would really help out my new business in developing. Great. So if we want to move this forward, I've got the paperwork all figured out. All you have to do is sign here, and then we'll have it be legally binding.
Whoa. I mean, we really like the car and everything, but we're not going to sign a legally binding contract.
But if you're not going to sign a legally binding contract, then what kind of commitment is this?
Well, I mean, we really like it, but what if we change our mind in the future? I mean, what if we don't like it anymore or we can't afford it?
Well, if you change your mind in the future, is precisely why I want a legally binding contract to protect myself from your whims.
Look, my developing little friend, if you make us sign that legally binding contract, this entire deal might be off, and it's going to be all your fault.
Ladies and gentlemen, this brings us to tonight's first prize fossil winner. Drum roll, please. Thank you. Tonight's first prize fossil award goes to Switzerland. Why? Switzerland earns today's first place fossil of the day for being a big bully. As anyone who listens to civil society or climate scientists will know, we have to do much more if we want to keep temperature rise within the internationally agreed threshold of 2 degrees Celsius. Predictable public climate finance to help developing countries to scale up their climate actions will help grease the ambition wheel. Switzerland, in an intervention today, not only opposed any legally binding commitment of finance, but also threatened developing countries that any demand for such would jeopardize the outcome here in Lima. Other developed countries, EU and the US, came close to earning a fossil too, so watch out. As they didn't exactly paint themselves in glory either, when they also strongly rejected commitments on finance. Ladies and gentlemen, can we hear a resounding boo? And you can take your place on our brand new podium.
Put all three of them up there.
But tonight's fossil award ceremony does not end here. There's a surprise. What could come after the first prize winner? Ladies and gentlemen, in very rare circumstances, Can International awards something we call a Ray of the Day to a very special country that actually does something good. It's very rare. But today is one such case. And I have the pleasure of awarding our special guest a ray of the day to Oasis. Aosis. A big round of applause, please. Aosis received the Ray of the Day award today for being the first group to directly support during this COP the complete phase out of carbon pollution by 2050. What an idea. What makes the statement even more powerful is that other countries added their voice to that of Aosis, specifically AILAC, I don't know how to pronounce that one, and Norway. Achieving this phase out of fossil fuel emissions and a just transition to 100% renewable energy by mid-century is our only hope to stay below 2 degrees threshold. Countries also need to ensure that there's enough financial and technological support to have developing countries achieve transition. Shifting investments and subsidies from fossil fuels to renewable energy is a good start. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for Aosis, please. Thank you. This concludes today's fossil ceremony. We will be here tomorrow and every day at 6 p.m. for your daily dose of sanity. But before we end, we'd like you to join us one last time in singing the Fossil of the Day song. Maestro, if you please.
Fossil of the day, fossil of the day. Who is bad? Who is worse? Fossil of the day, fossil of the day. All the blame, all the shame.